Let's admit it, it's one thing to watch your favorite player lose, and another to not see them perform for years and in some cases even decades. Dry spells are horrible. It's the worst thing that can happen to any sportsman. They stick out like a sore thumb in otherwise amazing careers. In today's video, we look at some of the longest winning droughts in the history of PGA. Let's dive in, starting off with Jordan Spieth. The American golfer has won 13 PGA Tour events as well as 3 European tours in his brilliant career. Jordan has got a pretty good track record to his name. In fact, because of how frequently he won when he was younger, he was thought to be on a career trajectory similar to Phil Mickelson or possibly even Tiger Woods a few years ago. Things were looking promising. With 3 major victories, a spot at the top of the world rankings, and numerous other achievements, the Texan appeared destined to become the most dominant player of his time. Spieth was the best putter in the world, an excellent iron player, and a fierce competitor, but over the past few years, nothing has clicked for him. He's been struggling with everything, including his mental game, long game, and the yips. Things weren't looking as promising for him anymore after his 2017 victory at the Open Championship. But earlier this year in April, Jordan Spieth won the RBC Heritage, finally breaking the dry spell. The victory was like a metaphor for his entire career. It took many unexpected turns, including a strange, off-the-beaten-path golf cart ride to the first playoff hole, and ultimately came to an end with a "wait, how in the world is he holding the trophy?" final act. Since Spieth has largely been like this for the past 9 to 10 years, he has been both a delight to watch and a nightmare to support, but he has never, we mean never under any circumstance, been uninteresting to watch. Moving on to Nick Watney. Nick is a 5-time PGA Tour winner and has 1 European and Asian Tour victory each to his name. The 2011 WGC-Cadillac Championship victory for Watney is the crown jewel of his professional career. The American won the AT&T National in July 2011 and made his first appearance in the top 10 of the official world golf ranking. But that's all. Nearly 10 years have passed since Watney last claimed a tour victory. He defeated Dustin Johnson to win the WGC-Cadillac Championship and then won the Barclays, the opening FedEx Cup playoff event, in 2012. The American was once ranked among the top 10 golfers in the official world golf ranking, but in recent years, he has had difficulty regaining that form. Looks like this is another dry spell that isn't coming to an end anytime soon. Up next, Hunter Mahan. With 6 PGA and 2 European Tour wins to his name, Hunter is another well-known professional golfer from the US who's fallen from grace. He won 2 World Golf Championship competitions, the 2012 WGC Accenture Match Play Championship and the 2010 WGC Bridgestone Invitational. Mahan has spent 19 weeks among the top 10 official world golf rankings. In 2012, he climbed to a career-high world ranking of number 4, making him the highest-ranked golfer in America at the time. His last major win was back in 2014 at the Barclays, but unfortunately he has slipped down in rankings massively since then and hasn't played in a major in about 6 years. Mahan finished 54th at the Masters in 2016. Since then, he hasn't qualified for a single one. Up next, Peter Hanson. 6-time European Tour champion, the Swedish golfer had a career-best season in 2012 with victories at the KLM Open and BMW Masters and a tied 3rd-place finish at the Masters tournament. This helped him reach a new career high in the race to Dubai rankings. He was a part of the miracle at Medinah, Europe's thrilling victory at the 2012 Ryder Cup, in his second appearance at the premier team event in golf. 2 years earlier, he had also contributed to another Team Europe victory at Celtic Manor Resort. The year 2012 has got to be his best golfing year. This is also when he reached the highest world ranking in 2012 at number 17. It's been 10 years since his peak, and he never really recovered from the cursed dry spell following that. The Swedish player retired from professional golf after making his final appearance on the DP World Tour in 2022. Next up, Martin Kaymer. Martin was brilliant at his game. The German golfer has 11 European Tour wins and 3 PGA Tour wins and was also the number 1 ranked golfer for 8 weeks straight back in 2011 in the official world golf ranking. Besides that, Kaymer is popularly known for making a putt on the 18th hole at Medinah Country Club on the final day of the 2012 Ryder Cup that helped him win the Cup for Europe and overturn a 4-point deficit against the US. He made the putt at Medinah to win the Ryder Cup almost 10 years ago. 2 years later, he won by an incredibly huge 8 strokes at the US Open at Pinehurst and the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass, his second major. But it's been more than 8 years since that victory, and he hasn't won on either the PGA or European Tours. Let's look at Jim Furyk now. One of the top golfers of his generation, Furyk has won 17 PGA Tour tournaments, including the 2003 US Open. He won the FedEx Cup and was named the PGA Tour Player of the Year in 2010. Furyk is known for his unconventional golf swing and holds the record for the lowest score ever on the PGA Tour with a round of 58 that he shot during the final round of the 2016 Travelers Championship. He achieved a career high of coming second in the official world golf ranking in September 2006. What's more is that between 1999 and 2006, he spent more than 440 weeks in the top 10. 10. With such a super impressive track record, you'd think he'd never experience a single year of wind drought. Think again. The last time he came close to winning for the first time in 4 years was at the Players' Championship, where he came second to Rory McIlroy in 2019. But things changed for the better in 2021 at the US Seniors Open's final round, when Jim Furyk overcame a shaky start to defeat Retief Goosen and Mike Weir by 3 strokes to win the US Senior Open Championship, becoming the 8th golfer to hold both the titles. This was a super long dry spell, but we're glad Jim was able to break out of it with that stunning victory. Now for Stewart Cink. With 8 PGA Tour wins to his name, along with 2 European titles, Stewart Cink is yet another American golfer who's had a massive wind drought that ate up his career. After defeating Tom Watson in a best-of-4 playoff over 4 holes, he took home the 2009 Open Championship. From 2004 to 2009, he appeared over 40 times in the top 10 of the official World Golf Ranking, finishing 5th in 2008, his best finish ever. That was 13 years ago, but Cink wasn't going to let the dry spell kill his vibe. In 2020, Stewart Cink won the PGA Tour again after more than 13 years. The 47-year-old won by 2 strokes at the Safeway Open over the weekend in Napa, California, his first victory since the 2009 British Open at Turnberry. And in 2021, he won an RBC Heritage, making it the second victory of the season. 13 years is surely a super long dry spell, but we're glad Cink was able to end it with such grace and finesse. Up next, Luke Donald. The English golfer has been the world #1, and he's got 5 PGA Tour victories to his name, as well as 7 European titles. Donald had a fantastic year in 2011, winning several tournaments and awards. He became the first player to win both money lists on the PGA and European Tours in the same year, when he won both the PGA Tour money list and the European race to Dubai. He was also named the European Tour Golfer of the Year and PGA Player of the Year. Not to mention, he became the first Englishman to win the Mark H. McCormack Award for the most weeks at #1 during a calendar year, the PGA Tour Varden Trophy, and the Player of the Year award on the PGA Tour. Then, in recognition of his 2011 achievements, he was later granted honorary life membership in the European Tour. But he remained without a victory for years following his glory days. He's had several dreadful years, in fact, a whole decade after that, with constantly tumbling rankings. Who would have ever imagined that a pro golfer like Luke Donald, at the age of 43, wouldn't have any status on the PGA Tour? Unfortunately, he may never recover from this drought. But hey, if Cink can pull himself out after 13 long years, we're hoping Luke can too. And that's a wrap for this video. Whose dry spell do you think has lasted the longest? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. See you in the next one.